Guten Morgen, welcome in I'm a Celtic Ambush channel. For the rest of the world, good morning, welcome to the Celtic Crossbows channel. A few months ago I started on a project to make myself a budget repeating pistol crossbow. Or how you could do it yourself. Fucking bastard boggy cunt in fucking bags. See. Start again. Guten Morgen, welcome. I'm a Celtic Ambush channel. Good morning, welcome. Mark here from the Celtic Crossbows or Crossbow channel. A few months ago I started on a project you guys might remember on how to modify your Prophecy pistol crossbow and give yourself to build your pistol up as you went along. So we started off with the basic Prophecy and how you could upgrade the limbs, upgrade the magazine and upgrade the stock to give yourself a good budget pistol crossbow with all metal construction apart from the billy bolt on bits and his magazine, which we come to know as a piece of shit. I looked around for a system next to move on to and come up with the Mankung Alligator. Great little pistol crossbow. Only few things I like which didn't let it down was the lower power of the limbs, the single stage trigger. Good design altogether, but I wasn't too keen on the stock way. You had two bolts in here, and to adjust it you pull it out and replace the bolts and lock it. Good, nothing wrong with that, I like it, I love it. But I wanted to take it further and see how far we could run with the Alligator chassis. And this is what I come up with. Let me show off its features. This is the Mankung Alligator Steambowish, Stingerish 2ish crossbow. We are running the professional 90-pound AR6 limb, the Rising custom trigger, and the full AR stock. Interested? Intrigued what's young to yours? Then follow me straight after this word. Okay guys, for those of you who like modding the same as I do, the first thing we started with was a 90-pound limb upgrade. These are available for around £45, and you can upgrade virtually any of the style of pistol crossbow by simply filing out your riser to get the bow limb to fit. The next we looked at was the grips. There are vertical grips available. I fairly think this design is better because when you're on target and you come back and release, your arm is already ready to cock. So it is there already. Made sense to me when your hand is there and you cock and you come back up on target. Whereas there, you've got a much firmer position. The next elevation we looked at in the design was the excellent geared Steambow trigger system. There's a video on this further back how to fit it, but you have to make some very, very minor modifications to the system for it to work smoothly in the Alligator chassis. The final one we look at is the Steambow Stinger AR6 M14, M16 sorry, stock system, where it's fully adjustable to the size you want it, so you can have it in combat, close quarters, or you can just pull it out and have it in full sniper configuration. Also there are other bow limb options which we'll come into later. The modifications to the AR6 pivot system was quite extensive. The first thing we had to do, just that cock it here, was modify the magazine system in here. Not the magazine, the pivot system here, to make it fit into the grip. Again, there's an excellent video on how to do this. The next step was to modernise and modify the lock system. Again, This was something which took a lot of work. We're just going to release this now. We'll try and release this now. You bastard. There you got it. Now the system isn't a straightforward conversion. It looks almost identical, but is not. The design and lockup is slightly different to the Mankung system, which we look at here. If you look at the safety catch here was fitted, the detent here is below the height of the locking pin. Okay, just bring that into camera. So you can see the difference in the elevation here is slightly raised to lock in. To modify the Mankung to take the Steambow trigger pivot assembly, try and get in close to the camera, I had to drill here, move the pivot hole here forward and down. And same with the spring, I had to move the spring and everything forward in here. I was going to extend this back, but it proved a weak spot, so in the end I used a steel catch instead of the standard plastic one, and moved the forward the safety catch. Now what I done was, I used baking soda and super glue, the old trusted, packed up the holes first, cardboard behind, drop of glue filled, drop of glue filled until to the size the hole filled. Use paint, again the same trick as I used in the handle. You can tell I'm used to handling angans. I keep anyhow. So I put a drop of paint on the underside of the release catch, imprinted in the handle was in the lock position, then use a Dremel to file down the height to where the pivot had to go. Then, using the same method again, brought forward the pivot point for the catch, backfilled again with super glue and baking soda. I didn't file it off because I thought I'd just add to the extra strength, so I just painted it over black. And the system works, like I said, as you just see working, works great. Okay, that's the first round of modifications to the Mankung Alligator. The next round of modifications we're going to do, we'll be looking at the new magazine system. Just bear me a second, pause, back in the room. Okay, so next we're going to be looking at fitting tomorrow the SMB magazine from Deutschlander. What I can see so far, the 3D printing and the build quality is good. It's a nice product. I like it. It comes with the springs and everything for the tension already in the kit. So the next step we're going to look at is assembling the kit tomorrow, and we'll do a video on that. So you can see about my choice of magazine, which is no doubtly already by the quality of the printing better than the one we fitted to the Prophecy, which we can agree was a shit design. Das ist scheißen, ja. So you look at this product now next from Deutschlander, and we'll see what comes coming next. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Bye bye guys. See you on the next one.